it actually split.
Look at the energy signature. This is incredible.
Imagine this, a particle that exists in two places at the same time. Sounds impossible, right? Yet this is exactly what happens in the quantum world. Today, we're going to explore one of the strangest ideas in physics, how quantum particles can be in two places at once. This is your first class on this topic, so we'll go step by step. If you have any questions while watching, write them in the comment box. We'll answer them. And if a question is big enough, we might even make a separate video to explain it fully. The key concept behind this phenomenon is called superposition. Superposition means that a quantum particle can exist in multiple states simultaneously until it is observed. Think of it like a coin spinning in the air. Until it lands, it's not just heads or tails, it's both at once. In the quantum world, particles don't just spin, they exist in all possible states until measured. If that sounds confusing, don't worry. By the end of this video, it will start making sense, like pieces of a puzzle coming together. Let's make it more relatable. Imagine a magical coin on a table. This coin is both heads and tails at the same time, but only until you look at it. The moment you glance at it, the coin decides on one side. In the quantum world, particles behave just like this coin. They remain in multiple possibilities until an observation is made. This simple analogy helps us understand a concept that has baffled even the brightest minds for decades. Superposition often leads us to another mind-boggling concept, entanglement. Imagine two particles that are connected, like twins. If one particle's state is determined, the other instantly adjusts no matter the distance, even if one is on Earth and the other is in space. The connection is instantaneous. This is how particles can behave in ways that seem impossible from our everyday perspective. If you have questions about this, leave them in the comments. We'll answer them, and if needed, we might make a dedicated video on entanglement. Have you ever heard of Schrodinger's cat? It's a thought experiment that illustrates superposition in a way anyone can understand. Imagine a cat in a sealed box with a device that can randomly release poison. Until you open the box, the cat is considered both alive and dead at the same time. Sounds crazy, right? But in the quantum world, this is exactly how particles exist in multiple states at once. Observing the particle is like opening the box. Only then does it choose a state. This story is not just a joke, it's a real example physicists use to explain superposition. Now, you might ask, why does this matter? Understanding superposition is not just academic, it powers the technology of the future. Quantum computers, for example, use superposition to perform calculations millions of times faster than classical computers. Quantum cryptography uses these principles to make information almost unhackable. Even lasers and semiconductors rely on quantum effects to work. By grasping how particles can exist in multiple places at once, we begin to understand the foundation of our modern digital world. Now, you might ask, why does this matter? Understanding superposition is not just academic, it powers the technology of the future. Quantum computers, for example, use superposition to perform calculations millions of times faster than classical computers. Quantum cryptography uses these principles to make information almost unhackable. Even lasers and semiconductors rely on quantum effects to work. By grasping how particles can exist in multiple places at once, we begin to understand the foundation of our modern digital world. Here's another analogy. Imagine a magical library where every book contains all possible endings simultaneously. Until you read a book, all endings exist together. That's the essence of superposition, holding all possibilities until observation. It's strange, it's fascinating, and it's how reality works at the smallest scale. If this idea sparks curiosity or questions, leave them in the comment box. Your questions guide our future videos. Let's recap what we've learned today. Quantum particles can exist in multiple places at once. That's superposition. Observation causes the particle to choose one state. Entanglement links particles so that their states affect each other instantly. Practical applications include quantum computers, cryptography, and modern electronics. This is just the beginning. As we go further, you'll see how these principles lead to mind-blowing phenomena and technologies. If you enjoyed this first class, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future lessons. Leave your questions in the comments. We'll answer them, and if necessary, create dedicated videos to explain complex topics fully. Stay curious, keep questioning, and I'll see you in the next class, where we'll explore quantum entanglement, consciousness, and the technology of the future.